You know that sound? You're trying to work, and that computer tower under your desk is just humming.
Oh yeah, the jet engine sound. And it's just dumping heat right into the room.
Exactly. It's loud, it's hot, and it's taking up space. But what if you could take that noisy box and put it somewhere else?
Not just in the closet, I take it.
Not even close. What about 6 miles away? Today we're doing a deep dive into the NTI ST-C6FOUSBDP4K-LC.
Which is a massive name for what is essentially 4K DisplayPort USB KVM extender.
Right. And our mission is to figure out how this thing actually solves that huge distance problem. I mean, we are talking about moving perfect video and control signals across town without turning your screen into a mess.
It's a pretty fascinating bit of engineering.
So let's strip it down. This isn't magic, so what is the actual hardware setup?
It's really a bridge system. You have a local unit that stays with your computer.
Okay.
And then there's a remote unit that sits on your desk, and that's what you plug your monitor, your keyboard, your mouse into.
So the magic is what happens in between those two boxes.
That's it, exactly.
See, I've tried running long cables before. You get an HDMI cable past 20 feet and you start seeing sparkles? Or just a black screen?
Yeah, copper gives up pretty fast. And that's where this NTI unit gives you options.
What kind of options?
Well, if you're just moving the computer to a server closet down the hall, standard CT6 or CT7 Ethernet cables will work just fine.
And how far does that get you?
You get about 328 feet or 100 meters of range.
Okay, so that covers a typical office building. But the specs are talking about 6 miles. How do you get a video signal to travel 6 miles without latency?
That's where you have to ditch the copper completely and switch to fiber optics. And here's the key insight for anyone looking at these.
What's that?
The type of fiber you use matters a lot.
Okay, break that down for me.
If you use multimode fiber, which is pretty common, you'll get about 1,640 feet.
Which is good, but it's not 6 miles.
Right. To hit that max range, that's 6.21 miles or 10 kilometers, you need single-mode 9-micron fiber optic cable. It's a specific kind of glass that lets the light travel much further without degrading.
6 miles is just massive. But usually when you send a signal that far, you lose quality. Are we looking at a compressed, fuzzy image here?
No, and that's the whole selling point. It supports DisplayPort 1.2. You're getting raw 4K Ultra HD.
So 3840 by 2160.
Exactly. At 30 hertz, so look, you're probably not playing competitive esports on this.
Right.
But for high-detail professional work, it keeps a 36-bit color depth. The bandwidth is over 10 gigabits per second, so it's designed to be visually lossless.
Let's talk about the control part. It's not much good if I can see my screen perfectly, but my mouse lags by a full second.
100%. It uses what's called transparent USB. You get 4 USB ports on your desk in it.
And transparent means my computer doesn't even know it's talking to an extender.
That's it. It thinks the mouse, keyboard, or flash drive is plugged directly into the motherboard.
So no special drivers or anything.
Totally plug and play. It's hot pluggable, so you can swap devices without rebooting. And it works natively with Windows, Linux, and Mac OS.
Okay, but I have to bring up the elephant in the room. I'm looking at the price, and it's around $1,260. That seems steep.
It is. And you probably wouldn't buy this for a home office. This is industrial-grade gear.
So who is this for?
Think about the context. Imagine you're a government contractor or a bank. You have a server holding really sensitive classified data.
You don't want that hard drive sitting under someone's desk.
Exactly. You want that physical machine locked in a secure, climate-controlled vault in the basement.
Or even in a different building.
Or a different building. But the analyst needs to work as if the computer's right there. That's what you're paying for. Security and separation.
That explains some of the other specs I saw, like TAA compliance.
Right. That's a requirement for U.S. government purchasing, and it has RS-232 support.
An old standard, but still used for controlling heavy industrial machinery, right?
Yep. So this is built for factories and secure facilities, not just for clean desks. It's meant to be installed once and then just forgotten about.
So to recap, we've got a device that acts like a 6-mile-long invisible tether, giving you 4K visuals and full USB control of a machine that's physically secured miles away.
That's the perfect summary. It completely decouples the user interface from the computing power.
And it leaves you with a fascinating thought, you know? If the physical computer can be miles away from the screen and we have the tech to do it seamlessly, why do we still design offices where we're tethered to the hardware right at our feet?
That is something to think about.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.